Hey, so for my bass shakers, I'm going to go with this amplifier. It's called the Cinelink, and I see a lot of people use the knob sound on YouTube, but for me, I think this will do. First of all, I used AliExpress, which ships to my country, and also this was way cheaper. This was about $10 or $8, and only thing you have to do is you have to put it together, but you have everything in the box. It came in this box. It's unbranded. It has nothing in it. Just I think a zip lock or something. You just find the parts in there, and then that's it. So I think we just need to. I have to wire it up first, figure out how it works, and then figure out where I'm going to put these on the racing seat. I know I'm going to put this under the pedals, but for the seat, considering the fact that the seat is made of fabric, I'm wondering how I'm going to put this there, because you need something that will transduce, I don't know if that's the word, something that will transmit the vibrations throughout the whole seat. So let's see how that goes. Let me put this together, and then it's pretty fast, and it comes with this where you actually put it in there, and then that's it. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to connect this to this, put it together, and then power it up, and then try it with some test music. So let's see how it goes. This came in the box for the power, but it doesn't include this cable, so you need to purchase this female, I don't know if it's a female or male cable. It's weird I had one lying around because I had purchased something else and it came with it. So you have to put this together yourself. As you can see, the wiring isn't really good, but let me see. Yep. So you put this together, and then black negative, even though there's a red on it. The other one is fully red, so that's the positive. So I think that's how it works. So this goes in here. Let me tighten it up a little. Yep. And then put this in here, and then we can power it up. See the lights blinking. I don't know if you can see that, but you take this, connect it to the Bluetooth. Let me see if I can play some music, then watch this work. So you guys cannot really, I'm sure you can hear it through the mics, but the vibration is not really there yet because the bass doesn't come in it. The volume isn't too loud. Oh, I need something. To test out the bass, I can put some water in the cup, and then let's see how it goes through it. So okay, I hope you guys can see it. Yeah, so that's how I don't want the water pouring around the whole place. So okay, yeah, so that's how it works. So we need to mount this on there. Okay, let me pause the music. So what you need to do is you need to mount this on the racing seats on parts where you want to feel the vibration. So basically we need to connect this to the seat and then go into Sim Hub, and then within Sim Hub we can actually figure out which sounds we want to communicate and where we want those sounds to be. Usually people have like the smaller bass shakers where they have 4 different bass shakers, 2 on each side, so you feel all the tires basically. But since we have 2, we need to go into Sim Hub and then figure out what we would like to communicate. Do you want to race the engine? Do you want to feel the engine vibrations? Do you want to feel the braking, the slips? Anything thing. I think in SimHub, we're going to jump into it soon, but in SimHub, you can actually set up anything you want. So hopefully that goes smooth. And you know, I use a PS5, so I'll need to transfer the telemetry through Wi-Fi. I hope there wouldn't be any latency and everything just works perfectly, but that's like what this is. So let's figure out how we can mount this onto the seat, and then from there we can go into SimHub and see how it works. Right now, what I plan to do is to mount the speaker on the bottom part of the pedals. So if I have this here, I think I can feel the vibrations enough to, yeah, I think this will be a good position to place the transducer or the bass speaker. I'm torn between two options. Do I use a Velcro? I have a Velcro where we can place one here and then place the other here, and then we can easily mount this in here. Or we can choose to go with screws, where I screw this here and then the other here. I'm a little worried about the screws because I'm not sure if there are any components in here. I checked on YouTube to figure out how the components look in there, but I don't know if it's going to be an issue screwing this onto the pedal plates or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. I don't know if we should rather go with this, where the Velcro just goes in and then the speaker sticks to it. But we also need to consider the weight, because this is heavy, and also the vibrations can actually loosen up the glue. So I think I'm going to go with the drill and then pierce a little hole in there where I can actually use the screw. But whatever happens, let's see how it goes. Okay, I want my cables facing this direction, so I have this here, that's there. So this, clear this. This goes in here. It's pretty strong already. And then need a second screw. Then this goes in. It's pretty easy. So that's done. I know the speaker is in perfectly. Need to figure out where these wires are going to pass, but I know I have extra cables for the longer section. I think it was 3 meters or 3 feet or something, so it's enough to extend from under the seats all the way to my amp. So yeah, this is done. It's tight enough to lift the whole thing with it, so the next thing to do is mount this back onto the seat and then figure out where to place the second speaker. As you can see, I've carefully mounted the transducer right underneath the pedals, so this is pretty strong. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. So we have the cables coming to the right side, where we'll figure out where the amplifier goes, and then now we need to figure out where to put the seats. So that's what's coming next. So the first part of the setup is done. Now we need to figure out how we are going to place this transducer onto the seat. And considering that the seat is made of fabric or made from fabric, I want something that is going to transmit all the vibrations so I can feel each tie or each slip or each breaking. Do you understand? So I'm still thinking of what to do. I'm thinking of creating some holes and then sewing this into the fabric. I'm thinking of using a block of wood or something that's going to make me feel all the vibrations. But give me a second, let's figure this out. I'm going to place the speaker around this area because putting it here is going to actually touch the floor. So I'm going to place it around this area at the bottom right here. And hopefully when I sit in, it comes down a little, but then I think this position will be good. So let me put the velcros down. Let me put the velcros on it and then place it onto the seat. Wait, how many of these do I have? That's also a question because I don't know if I have any extra velcros laying around. So I think I'm going to go with one. Oh, I have two. So happy. So I have two. So one goes here and the other goes here. That's it. I think that's what I'm going to do for now. And then if this doesn't hold, I'll try and go with the zip tie. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, it looks like I actually missed the mark a little. That's not good, bro. It's like I actually missed the mark. And that's not good. I doubt this is going to work. Oh, come on. This wouldn't work. I can see it. I can see failure from a distance. I have to go with unfortunately this didn't work, so I guess I have to go with the zip ties. Damn, this sucks, bro, but let's see what we can do. One day later. So I know yesterday you guys saw this under the fabric or under the seats, but guess what? After trying it out for a couple of minutes, the zip tie broke and fell on the ground. So I decided to go back to the drawing board and then find a new way to go about it. So I decided to place this behind the seats. I'm going to show you guys how everything is going to work, but place this behind the seat. It needed a little tweaking, dealing with artisans or welders to figure out the plates where I can place this on. But I think I figured it out. So I'm going to take you guys through the procedure or through the steps, and hopefully this is going to transduce, I use that word again, this is going to transduce the vibrations and the bass throughout the whole seat. And I came up with a cardboard idea where I place this behind the seat and then make some holes in there so the welder can come up with a plate, and then this plate will be used as a holder or a stand for the bass speaker. So this in matte black to match what the seat has. And then what I'm going to do next is mount the bass speaker onto the plate and then mount the plate onto their seats. So after trying multiple times and failing, most of the screws are just messing up. I don't know, for some reason I decided to go with 3M tape. I feel like this, since the transducer is going to be at the top, the 3M tape can hold it strong enough so it doesn't come off. Unlike the seat where I had to turn it upside down, with this one is going to be on top, so I feel like doing this would work best. It sucks, I really wish I could use this screw, but I'm just finding it too difficult to figure it out, and I keep going back to the whole hardware store. I think I'm tired, so I'm going to do this for now. Maybe later on, if we want to figure it out, we can go with the screws. But for now, I think I'll just use the DM tape. So yeah, that's all. Okay, so now let's place this. Cut off the excess. We got some excess here, so try to cut that off. Yep, yeah. I think this is good to hold it for now, because this. Now, we are going to mount this plate onto this part of the seat. After carefully making the first hole, go ahead and mount one side of the plate, and then with that as my pivot, I'll go ahead and mount the other. Considering the amount of time it took me to fix 2 holes, I think I'm not going to do all 4, and you can tell that this is pretty strong, so I think I'll go with 2. What I'm trying to figure out is if there's going to be a rattling sound, so I'm going to test this out, and then if there seems to be a rattling sound, the plan is to join these cables, connect them to the amp, and then combine all the cables. So basically the cable management, that's what you're going to do next. This goes to the shifter, so that needs to be on the other side. It doesn't have to be a part of these cables, so I'm going to move this here, and then this goes to the console, since I'll be using my PS5, so I'll try and keep that on the side and put these together, not forgetting the cable for the transducer, which I'll be extending using this speaker wire. So this speaker wire will be used for both the rear transducer and the one in the front. I'll take a measurement and then cut this into 2, so we can have a good cable management system. So let me go ahead and cut this into 2, join them to what we have, and then figure out where we are going to place them. If this should be here, like behind the wheel or behind the seat. I'm torn between the 2 options. What do you think I should do? Because I feel like behind the seat, behind the wheel feels like everything is going on, it's happening here. We have all the cables, everything happening here. Happening here in the car.
Yeah, like the missing halfway.
Yeah?
Yes, I believe halfway.
Halfway. Yes. Okay. we took out the cables from what we did initially because we would like to combine the wiring for the pedals. We want to run them through the back or underneath the seating, underneath the seat with the cable of the transducer. So these two go down here. This comes with cable management. You need to figure out what works best. Then take this here, run it through here, right? Here. It comes here. So this comes here, then goes up, joins the others, then goes all the way around. What do you think? I don't know. Let's see if I need to make sure like the length is enough because all these junctions, all these, right, double spoiler. Okay, so this comes here. No, I know. I'm just trying to figure out. It comes here, 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 through here, here. But the thing is, I need to make sure these are separated, the USB and the, because this will go to the PS5 and this will go to the extension board. So these will be on the sides when it gets here. I'll stop taping them when it gets here, but then the others will be joining from here. Yeah. Okay. This looks cool. Okay, this is for the shifter, so it doesn't need to be a part of this because it goes to the other side. I need to tape that also to the other. No, I can't tape it. I can't tape the other side because the seats, this section moves. So if I tape this, and you can like open. Do you get me? Like this whole part moves. So taping it, so just make it hard, or you can eventually refill the thing if you don't take your time. So we'll deal with that one separately. But for now, let me use my Velcros. I don't know if you guys remember the Velcros I had. We use the Velcros for this. You're going to mount it up here. Per my wife's statement, we'll mount it up here, and then make sure these wires are going together. Okay. Yeah. I was supposed to tape one more here, right? With this. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, just leave it down there. I'll respond to them, hopefully. That'll be all.